This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. I feel like we haven't had one of these conversations in a while, but I'm glad that we've been able to reinitiate these. And wow, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces from way back when. This is lovely. Well, welcome to the community conversation on engaging local networks. My name is Seema Patel. I am a senior advisor at Collective Mind. I am not going to present any slides, but I am going to share slides in the chat that are editable. So what I would love for everybody to do is just interact with the slides. There's a lot of, you can go through it as time allows, but there's some open slides where you can jot down your questions. If any resources are mentioned during this session, you can record them there, and I will PDF these and send them out at the end. So you'll always have that as a reference point. So with that, we're just going to start off on slide 1 with a little bit about Collective Mind for those who haven't joined one of our sessions before. So Collective Mind is basically what you see here. We're all about networks, supporting networks. I can still hear myself echoing. Yeah. Shame. So apologies if that's distracting. I'm just going to keep trying different.
Okay. Oh, success. Okay, let's keep rolling. So Collective Mind is all about networks. As I mentioned, we have a number of different ways that we engage with network practitioners and managers, and that's primarily through our learning community activities, which are events like this, and a number of other ones that I'll mention at the end of this call. And then through our advisory services, where we work directly with networks on a variety of activities, on their governance, on their strategies, on capacity building and technical assistance, a whole number of things. So I'm seeing a couple of other people join, so I'm chatting the link to the slides here. What I would love for folks to do, sort of as I continue talking about the session format, is to use slides 4 through 8 to go ahead and check in. Let us know who you are, what your network is, where you're coming from, and how you're feeling today. And you can spread them out. All slides 4 to 8 are all editable, so we should be able to have plenty of space. I'm curious. Oh, good. Excited, energized. Lovely. Well, I'm going to keep talking about the format as you all are doing that. So we're going to use a bit of a modified fishbowl format, I call it, because we do want this again to be what it is, which is a community conversation. So we do have panelists. We have 2 with us right now. One is running late, but no matter the configuration, we'll be just fine. We've got a lot of great content. And what I will do is I will pose a question to the panel, one question at a time, and they can choose to respond to that question or not. I will also paste that question into the chat and then ask folks to either raise their virtual hand or just unmute and offer their response. It can be a reflection, it can be an experience based on the question. We will have time for Q&A at the end, so maybe hold questions off until then. But the idea will just be to break up the panel a little bit with you sharing some of your own experiences based on engaging local networks. And all of the questions today are based off of your registration responses. So the idea is that we're able to answer exactly what you sort of wanted to get out of this session. So very much looking forward to what you all have to share and reflect on. Okay, well, let's check in on how everybody's doing. Happy and hopeful, I love that. Curious, ready to learn more. Love the curiosity, love the geographic range of folks here. I noticed, yes, that there are some other folks in Chicago, which is cold, and I'm not quite ready for that. C'est la vie. Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you all for doing that and for checking in. Appreciate that very much. I'm going to move down to slide 9. to introduce our panelists. So I again mentioned we were supposed to have 3. One is running late and will potentially join us when he can. That's Kennedy Maruka, who's the Director of Alumni Relations at Future First Kenya. But here with us now, we have Jillian Pereira, who is the Coordinator of Grassroots Networks at Openly Connected, and Cassie Harder, who's the Network Manager at Tacoma Pierce County Health Department. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And as I mentioned, I'm going to ask them questions and then paste that same question in the chat so that you all can reflect and share your experiences as well. And feel free to do it in any way you feel comfortable. Raise your hand or just unmute. So Cassie and Jillian, and introduce yourselves whenever you answer the question. But why local networks? Why does your particular network use a localized approach, and what are its unique advantages in your specific context? So we'd love for you to share your experiences on that question.
I could jump in first. Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for having me share this space with you. As I mentioned in
Jillian, if you are chatting, we unfortunately cannot hear you.
I could hear Jillian. I don't know.
Oh, you could? Oh, then it's me.
Sorry,
okay,
can folks hear me? Yeah.
I'll figure out my audio.
Okay.
issues.
I can
Yeah.
hear